Well, we've had all the introductions. We've had all the pomp and circumstance. We've had all the fuss and feathers. But it's time. It's time for Dodger baseball.
They weren't supposed to become stars. One was non-tendered. One was DFA'd. One was a forgotten utility guy. Another was signed just to add depth. And yet the moment they put on a Dodgers uniform, everything shifted. This isn't luck. And it's not about having the biggest payroll. It's a system, a philosophy, that turns castoffs into impact players. Justin Turner, Max Muncy, Chris Taylor, Tyler Anderson. Careers that looked finished suddenly became all-star resumes, postseason highlight reels, and the backbone of a championship era. So how does one organization keep pulling this off again and again? This is the Dodgers reclamation blueprint. This is the first video in a series. Hello, fellow Dodger fans. This is Jim. Welcome back to my channel. Jim's Corner of the Internet is what I would call it, but who cares? Today I'm going to start a new series on the Los Angeles Dodgers and their propensity for getting guys who are cast away from other organizations and just doing everything that they can to remake them in their own image. And most of the time, they have a better than average success. I mean, today I'm going to talk about Justin Turner. However, I have in the works Max Muncy, Tyler Anderson, and of course, fan favorite CT3, the man himself, Chris Taylor. So let's get into this because this is going to be a series of videos and I want to get the first one off right. Let's go.
And Turner in the air to center field. That ball's hit well. Martinez on the run. This is way back, and it is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner.
So I am starting off with fan favorite Justin Turner, otherwise known as the Red Dream. He was a not so great Mets prospect when he came up with the Mets in 2013, 2014, I believe. And he batted before the Dodgers from 2009 to 2013. He batted .260 with a .324 on base percentage and a .361 slugging percentage. And in those 4 years, he had 8 total home runs. Yeah, you can't do that in a Mets uniform or in a big market like New York. So they DFA'd him, and that means is they just let him go without any recompense or just said bye. They told him to dip, and he was gone. So when he came to the Dodgers, he signed a minor league contract in 2014, and immediately the results shifted. He batted between 2014 and 2022. His average was .296 with a .375 on base percentage and almost a .500 slugging, which is .490. Over those years, he hit 156 home runs. He was the NLCS MVP and a 2020 World Series champion. The shift began with a complete overhaul of his swing and approach. With the Dodgers, Turner raised his launch angle, shortened his swing path, and focused on driving the ball to left center instead of simply putting it in play. Before arriving in LA, he was a ground ball heavy hitter with a low power and bench profile. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. But after the adjustments, he became a line drive and fly ball machine who produced consistent hard contact and evolved into a legitimate middle of the order threat. And I think the Dodgers fans out there who remember JT, know what a formidable threat he was. The Dodgers reshaped his mindset at the plate, teaching him to hunt pitches he could damage. And I think this is a well-known strategy within the Dodgers clubhouse and community and us fans. We know Dodgers just don't go swinging for the fences on every pitch. They wait and wait and wait. And that's the mindset at the plate, teaching him to hunt pitches he could damage, laying off borderline offerings early, and sitting on fastballs and swinging with intent. The result was dramatic jump in on-base percentage, slugging, and overall impact, with more barrels and far fewer weakouts. Like I said, he had 156 home runs over 2014 to 2022. His slugging percentage was almost 500. But the real magic came from the partnership between player and organization. The Dodgers provided JT with clear analytical feedback. And at that time, it was okay to do that, but a lot of players weren't receptive. So they also trusted his instincts and allowed him to experiment. JT has said that LA was the first place that fully believed in his preparation and feel for hitting. And the guy was a pure hitter. He wasn't simply fixed by the organization. He was empowered. So they didn't tell him, hey, from A to Z, you're going to switch up everything. You're going to switch up the way you stance, the way you hold the bat, the way you put on your uniform, the morning breakfast that you eat. They didn't tell him anything. They told him just to trust yourself, trust the process. It's a big saying in Dodgerland. Trust the process. And the numbers proved it. Before joining the Dodgers, he hit 260. He had an average of 260 with 8 total home runs. With them, he became almost 300 hitter, 156 homers, an LCS MVP, a World Series champion, and of course, a franchise icon and fan favorite. Turner is the perfect reclamation project, not because his tools changed, but because the Dodgers finally used them correctly, turning a cheap pickup into elite production through trust and development. And I think that's going to be the core attitude going through this series, that the Dodgers don't break you down and build you up. They just build you up and then leave it to you to make the adjustments.
2-0. High drive into left, back at the wall. The Dodgers are on top. Justin Turner, after a frustrating night last night.
There are many highlights I can go through, and just from Taylor alone, the 2020 triple that he hit in the 2020 World Series. The 3-run home run against the Diamondbacks in the NLDS in Game 1 in 2020 or 2022, I think. His walk-off, 3-1 walk-off against the Cubs. Come on. And Game 2 of the NLCS. Come on. That's crazy. And, he's open to all of these changes. And his Game 2 home run against the Brewers in the NLCS. Those NLCS championship series or NLDS series versus the Brewers, between him, Taylor, and Bellinger, were just fucking epic. I mean, totally epic. Go back 2017, 2018, just watch those series, man. It's epic. It's cinema. So in conclusion, Dodger fans, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please sub and leave a comment. Here's my question to you. Who's your favorite reclamation project? for the Dodgers in particular, or in baseball in general. I welcome the opportunity to discuss baseball on any level. Love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. And as always, go Dodgers, go.